Hello, I'm Dr. Derek Molacek, online faculty at the North Texas Low Brass Camp and applied faculty at Iowa Western Community College in Council Bluffs, Iowa. For this video, I will be talking about the Region Improv Etude for the 2020-2021 Texas Jazz Educators Association. This one is the F Blues. For starters, jazz is built on the blues. The blues came first, improvisation came out of that blues tradition, and many other traditions we find in African American cultures. If you've watched any jazz video, you have heard all of this before. So how do we play the blues? First of all, I could go into a lengthy discussion about emotions, about studies, and just the pain of playing the blues. But we're not going to focus on that so much as we're going to focus on principles in improvisation. And that includes, and is first and foremost, revolving around voice leading. In this case, thirds and sevenths. I will be talking about this a lot in just about every improvisational video because that is the foundation in which improvisation and voice leading is laid out. Not just within the blues, but any other tune you can think about. This is how we make a good solo, a great solo, and we can do that without even having to worry about whether or not we're playing a ton of notes. You've seen the videos, you hear a lot of players, Charlie Parker, John Coltrane, even on trombone, Bill Watrous, using tons and tons of notes. It's not necessary. Miles Davis displayed that on his Kind of Blue album. You want to talk about a jazz album that really showcases how you can play a great solo over the blues. Check that one out. Listen to Miles' solo on Freddie Freeloader. That will show you how you can play an expressive, hip jazz solo without using that many notes and using as few notes as possible. In fact, if you're bold enough, I'd say transcribe it. You can transpose it and add it to this solo. There's a lot of other great recordings too. So first of all, let's look at our thirds and sevenths. We have our F7, which is an F dominant chord. And then our B flat 7, which is a B flat dominant chord. So one of the exercises that's attached to this shows those arpeggiations, and you play those over those bars. That'll hit those notes in your head. But one other exercise I recommend is voice leading, where we can just sit on certain notes. Take the notes of an F7. Your third is a major third, A natural. Your seventh is a E flat. Let's look at the B flat 7. Your third is a D. And your seventh is an A flat. Note how those notes are a half step away from their opposites in the F7. So you could pretty much sit like this for your first 4 bars. Look at that. Using only those 2 notes, A natural and A flat, I pretty much improvised a solo over the first 7 bars. Yay! It's that easy. And you can play that simply over it. Now, we have one change in there, which is our 2-5 to G minor. Okay, G minor still works by itself even on there. So we could still say, let's use our third for the A. There's your third for the A minor 7, and here's your seventh for the D7. They're C's. So then you play your third for the G minor, and then you can play the seventh for your C7, You have an entire chorus just about with only using 4 notes. Think about that for a second. Look for other common tones in those different chords. Also keep in mind the scales. Now this is where transcription and listening comes in. This is also how you can learn how to add that many more notes and make it as notey as the others, but keeping in mind that you want to land on the 3rd or the 7th on each bar. So take the F7 for example. Write out a pattern that utilizes the F Mixolydian scale and then leads into the guide tones for the next one. That's why we call them guide tones, because they guide where the chord is going. I will now play a couple choruses for you on this etude using my trombone. Note how at the beginning there is an 8-bar intro as opposed to the 4 bars marked on there.